Okay, we are talking now about Model 2, Unit 3, Activity 1, which is the voice thread on differentiated instructions. And my share of this activity is to talk about couple important topics. The first one is the English language learner. And in this topic, let me first define what is ELL. ELL was defined by the Institute of Education in the United States Department of Education as individuals who were not born in the United States or whose native language is a language other than English. The second category is that many of them came from environments where English is not spoken primarily, like the case of American Indians and Alaskan natives, who came from languages other than English, and that had a significant impact onto their learning. So what we do in the classroom to incorporate those? Well, ELL, you need to speak very slowly and distinctly in order for them to follow you, give them the opportunity to follow you up. And you have to use key terms when you're talking to them. And if you're having, for instance, a video, you could turn on caption, which is text caption, and basically you will see the video on the caption as well. So that will be very helpful. Even if you're talking, so you can have a video recording of yourself and have some kind of technology to translate on the screen what you're talking about. That way they can make a link. So that might increase their English proficiency. And also you have to have emphasis on visual literacy. So regardless of linguistic background, people around the world interpret mathematics, musical scores, or visuals and pictures to linguistic scales, and they can interpret graphs and charts. So try to use a lot of those with English learners. So visual literacy will be the ability for those students to be able to use the visuals in order to learn the English language or learn faster English language and any other subjects. So it either could be science or could be English or could be math. If you use graphic organizers, that will be a good in assessing the concept in a manner that encourage meaningful learning to those. And so those graphic organizers, you can use diagrams, you can use maps, you can use a relationship between those, and you can use charts. You shouldn't be cluttered when you use charts. And so you could use manual videos, for instance, that way they can replay it and then they can view and re-listen to the instructions that you have done. The other topic I want to talk about is the socioeconomic diversity in the classroom and how that differentiation can create a gap, but how to gear some strategies in order to get a good outcome, a learning outcome from students. And my research on this topic came from a report that was written by Glamildi, Ninoska Randon, who talked about his own experience and while he was doing his research on this economic diversity in schools. So there is some positive outcomes already from some schools that have a base reform strategy and a concrete mechanism to address socioeconomic opportunities and those gaps. So when evaluating differentiation, its effect on school and student achievement, so you need to think about equitable learning outcomes. So he found that skills like grouping students were beneficial to student learning. He also believes that Finland is very good at this. Finnish model is great and superior to many other languages, to other countries, excuse me. And so Finland has done a great job in incorporating students of diversity and promote more equitable access to learning opportunities. And the needier school have been getting funds to promote diversities and be able to help those immigrant students or from lower background to receive more financial support, basically, and provide those students with mechanism of intervention needs that help the student and the school at long run.